Welcome to ESPN's First Take. I'm joined alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Stephen K. Smith. And today, we got to talk about a lot of things. But the first thing we have to talk about, the Miami Soul, the New York Liberty, a huge matchup between these two teams in the WNBA playoffs. The Miami Soul's being carried by their star player, the number 1 overall pick, Kiara. And in game 1, she definitely showed up. She had one of the most dominant playoff performances I've ever seen. Definitely the most dominant WNBA playoff debuts ever. She had 49 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists as the Miami Soul defeated the New York Liberty. Mind you, they had the number 1 overall pick coming into this season. They picked up Kiara, and she's been a godsend for this team. New York was favored coming into this matchup, but after seeing game 1, I don't know. Stephen K., will Miami be able to knock out the series tonight, or will the New York Liberty hang on and force a game 3? Remember, the WNBA playoffs, round 1 is best out of 3.
As a New York native, I'm a New York Liberty fan, so I'm biased. At first, I was thinking with my heart, not my head, but then I started to think about it some more. It's no way that New York's winning this basketball game. No way. Kiara is big time. I don't think I've ever seen a WNBA player come into the league looking like this.
Yeah, she's a special player for sure. I completely agree with you, Stephen K. Super athletic, can dunk, can jump out of the gym, can shoot the 3, can handle the ball like a point guard. She has good court vision as well. It's going to be extremely hard for the Liberty to stop her today, but I'm excited to see what they do against her. Welcome to Miami, Florida, the New York Liberty, Miami Soul. Huge WNBA round 1 matchup between these two teams. Miami Soul returned as an expansion team a couple of years back. They've sucked for the past couple of seasons, but they got the number 1 overall pick this past offseason, was rewarded with Kiara. And let's see if she can win her first playoff series in the WNBA. Miami wins the tip-off. Kiara being guarded by a defender right now, but she has a whole bunch of space. They find her in the paint, and she gets her first bucket of the game. Miami up 2-0. Now on defense, they decide to shoot a 3. Kiara gets the rebound. She's going to bring it up like she's the point guard or something. She's the best athlete on the team for sure. Goes to the lane, coast to coast like it's nothing. She's just way too fast and athletic for these ladies. Truly a generational talent. Miami on the inbound. They give it to Kiara in the paint, and she just bodies her way in there. Just too big and too strong for him. That's a 7 feet tall frame right there. You are not stopping that. Right here, she gets a steal. Fast break. What is she gonna do? Nice dunk. The best female dunker I've ever seen. And she gets another dunk in the paint right here. She's just way too dominant for him. Miami came out like they want to win this game ASAP to end this series. Kiara gets the ball once again. Pulls up. Nice shot over the defense. She's just way too tall. All of that space you giving her, she's going to make the shot every single time. Kiara brings the ball up, going to her left in the lane. That's way too easy. Now Kiara's on defense, up by 6. They're moving the ball around. Oh, steal. Fast break. Cherry picking from Kiara. What a dunk. Same basic dunk every single time. I'm not going to lie. She might have to hit up her older brother to get some dunk moves going. Stella with the rebound. Gives it to Dimes. Another good dunk as well. And they're going to have to call a timeout. Miami's in full control of this matchup. Up 25-16. Winning by 9. 4:13 left to go in the half. Kiara Dimes just going to the lane. Ends up passing it out to an open teammate. She's still moving, though, in the paint. Pump fake. Getting double teamed. Goes up. Still gets the bucket. She's just way too big for them. They little girls out there. Shoots the shot. Ends up missing. Kiara gets the rebound. She's bringing it up again. She said, I'm the point guard and the center. Gives it to her teammate. Now she's moving without the ball. Trying to get the ball once again. Going up. It's just way too easy because they're too little. And this is a very good Liberty team. Miami was not expected to do this coming into this matchup. If I was New York, I'd be triple teaming her every single time she touches the rock. I'm not going to let her dominate a game like this. 15 for 23 from the floor. A lot of that's having to do with Kiara Dimes inside. Good defense from the center, but it doesn't matter. Because if Kiara Dimes matches you in size, she's going to beat you with skill. Matches you in skill, she's going to beat you with size. And this is what happens when you put a center on top of her at the top of the three-point line. She's going to dribble all around you and get a bucket. Rebound from Kiara. Time is winding down in the first half. Fast break. What is she going to do? Going to her right, coast to coast, like it's nothing. And that'll pretty much be the end of the first half. Miami's up 37-27 over New York. 10-point lead. Let's see if they can hold on. Halftime is brought to you by the Reason Sports Universe. If you want to see yourself featured in some of these videos, then please watch this video right here. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. You make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. This first half has been everything that myself and Stephen K expected. A dominant performance from Kiara Dimes. She is a freakish athlete. My mouth drops on the floor every single time I watch her play. And going up against this Liberty team, I don't think that there's anyone on the floor that can stop her. Like I said earlier, you try to beat her with size, she's going to beat you with skill. You try to beat her with skill, she's going to beat you with size. She's almost impossible to stop. That's why she was regarded as a generational talent. Right here, she's playing off-ball defense, ends up getting the rebound. First series of the second half. Ooh, nice pass on the fast break. 3-on-1. She's throwing dimes like she's a point guard. Already 30 points in this matchup. Kiara Dimes bringing the ball up. Passing half court. Passes the ball even though I thought she should have went to the lane. But her teammate ends up knocking down the three-pointer. Missed shot, gets the rebound, fast break. What is she gonna do? Passes it up, gets fouled, and one, okay. An assist for Kiara Dimes, and they spanking them right now, up by 13. She's bringing the ball up, hit her with a crossover, okay. Looking like a point guard with the dunk as well, okay. You can put her at all 5 positions, she'd excel. Kiara Dimes bringing the ball up in full control of this matchup. Getting double teamed right here, passing it up to her teammate. She was open, she is open, they gave it to her, and she gets another bucket inside the paint. Start of the fourth quarter, and they're up by 17. Kiara Dimes going to her left, now she's going to her right. Easily got into the lane because of her athleticism. Now, I'm just being completely honest with you. These women, they're just on a different level athletically than Kiara. Going behind the back, crossover, okay. Cooking them right now, getting double team, triple team, still getting buckets. You can't blame that on the competition. This is a good team she's playing against. She's cooking them. And they're double teaming her, triple teaming her, and it doesn't matter. On the inbound, playing some decent defense. They end up passing it up. Time's winding down. End up missing the shot. She's cherry picking. They give it to her on the fast break. Easy bucket. Just padding the stats at this point. Up by 19. Trying to get open. They give it to her, fouled, and one. Way too easy. I would never foul Kiara Dimes if I'm in the paint. She's going to make the bucket regardless. Gets the three-point play to go, and they are spanking them. Still up by 19. Kiara bringing the ball up like she's the point guard right now. Getting double teamed. Ends up passing it to her teammate. Ends up missing the shot, though. I think she passed the ball a little too late. If I was her, I would have gave the ball up a little bit earlier. But now she's on defense. They tried to go up. She sends the shot. What a block. These are the best 2 playoff games a person has made in their debut ever. Hit her with the crossover. Getting double teamed, triple teamed at this point. Passes it up. Gives it to her teammate who gives it back to Kiara. She goes underneath the basket. Gets another bucket. Miami Soul's been dominant right here. Breaking the press right here. Gives it to Kiara. A little basic dunk in her arsenal. Nothing too special. 68-47, gives it to Kiara one last time. Is she gonna go up? She does, and that'll pretty much be the ball game. After they call a timeout, Kiara Dimes and the Miami Soul moving on to the second round of the playoffs. What an amazing performance by Dimes. Soul put up 70 points in this game. Great offensive show from them. And the player of the game is Kiara Dimes. Let's take a look at her highlights from this game. Another 49-point game for Kiara Dimes. Averaging 49 points in the playoffs is insane. Averaging 49 points and 8 rebounds. She had 10 rebounds in her last game. It's going to be hard to beat this team. Extremely hard to beat this team. I can't wait to see what unfolds in the playoffs though.